My name is Margie Gilliam, and I really have a lot to say about Dr. John and Matthews Family Chiropractic here. But I started here in, I think it was April or March of 2006. And let me just go back a little bit, because the way I found Dr. John was kind of like strange. That was 2006. So I had a mentor, and he would always tell us that we should all be having under chiropractic care. So of course, you hear things and you really just push it off to the side. And I think this probably was around 1995, 96 maybe. Anyway, I was in such pain, and it may have started somewhere around 1998. And but I would always take a leave, and it just got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse. I couldn't, at work, when I would stand up, and forgive my hands, y'all, I talk with my hands. When I stand up, I had to just stand still and kind of like stretch my body, and then I could move. But other than that, I would be in so much pain. Even out in public, nobody knew that I was in such pain, because I wouldn't talk about it, and I didn't tell people when I was in pain. So as I was out, I would get up and just stop and just stand up, and I would just talk to them. While I'm talking to them, I was really stretching my body, but nobody could tell what I was doing. But anyway, lo and behold, my husband passed away in 2002, and the pain was still really bad, really bad. I would go to bed at night, and I would hate to get up to go to the bathroom, because once you lay down and get in a spot, there's no pain. But when you get up, it's a struggle. So I'm going forward. In 2006, I was in my bed looking at TV, and this man came on the TV. I think it was on a PBS channel, and he was talking about the spine, the nervous system, how if you had subluxations, your nervous system, your spine didn't function properly. And I thought, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then he said, in the first 10 calls that calls in, I will do your first assessment for free, and you get a free adjustment. And I said, okay. Now I thought about it. I said, well, why don't I just try it and see? So I made the phone call. This was on a Thursday night. So I made a phone call, but I didn't hear anything until the following Monday. And that's when the office called. I don't know the young lady's name at the time, but anyway, so I called and made the appointment, and then I came. That was in 2006, and I thought, you know what, let me just do it and see if it'll help me. That's the only way I'm gonna know if it's gonna help. So I came, and then I started. So after being doing it for several treatments, several adjustments, that's what they call them, adjustments, I got to feeling better. And so I decided that this was going to be my lifelong journey of chiropractic care, because getting here, you learn where subluxations come from. It could come from gardening, and I loved outside. I love cutting grass, cleaning up your house. It could come from lots of things, accidents, and from the food that we're eating. So I decided I would just make this my lifestyle, and I've been here ever since. And I took this picture. You probably can't see this picture, but this is a picture of me when I first came here to Dr. John. Totally different. And when I came to Dr. John, I want you to know that I was probably around 272 pounds. So at the time when I came, not only did I come to get chiropractic care, but I started working on losing the weight as well. And it's taken me all these years to do it, but I encourage people to come, just come, give it a try. when I think about it, in the past, growing up, you would hear older people say, you don't go to chiropractors, they're quacks. I mean, I don't know if you've heard that, but I've heard that. So the chiropractor was just something that you just blow off. You only use when you have an accident. That's how I'm brought up. That's how I was taught, and that's what I thought. So, but anyway, I'll tell anybody, give it a try. They've encouraged me. When I first came into this office, it was kind of like a shock. They were real nice people, and they still are. I promise you, they still are. I love coming here. I love the atmosphere. It makes you want to come here, and it makes you want to change your lifestyle. So I've gotten a whole lot of encouragement from coming here. Dr. John, have 30-minute workshops at the time he did. And I would come to all his workshops, listen to the information. I always tell people, you may hear information, some of it may not be for you, but some may. So take the information that you hear that's for you and just utilize it. But I started on the journey, on this health journey. People call it the health kick. Call it whatever you want to call it. But I needed to change my lifestyle. I was not comfortable in the body that I was in. So I knew it was my responsibility to make the change. And Dr. John, Dr. Michelle, and his staff encouraged me in that way, and they are still encouraging me. But I just made the whole lifestyle change. People don't want to hear my lifestyle change, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I had to change what I was eating. That had to change as well. So I began to educate myself about the foods and making the dietary change. So in 2009, I decided, you know what, let me just get off the meats and all that. And I promise you, once I got off the meats, things started speeding up for me, shall I say. I was losing the weight, feeling good, so much energy. I've been so inspired by just learning, and I encourage people to learn about chiropractic care. I don't know a whole lot of chiropractors in Charlotte. In fact, I don't know any. But for me, there's no chiropractor in Charlotte, Matthews or wherever, better than Dr. John. I'm not sorry for saying that. I'm excited for saying that. So you all need to come check him out for yourself. Seeing is believing, but experiment is believing. So experience with your body. We only have one body. And when this body is gone, we won't do it over in this body. So we have to, and we must. It's a must. It's a priority. It's our responsibility to take care of this temple, because it's the temple of God. It's the body of Christ, and we have to take care of it. If we don't take care of the bodies, where would God live? God can no longer live in this body if we don't take care of it. So that's how I see this. This is the temple of God, and I must take care of this temple. God has given me that responsibility. And the other thing I want to share is that you can do all things. You can do all things through Christ. That's the Bible tells us. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I just am a believer of that anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, you can do all things through Christ. And with God, all things are possible. And that's a true statement. We just have to do it. We just have to do it. So I want you to make this journey. Come on and make this journey with me. Come on and try it out. Give it a try. If you don't like it, you can go back to your old way. I promise you. But you'll love this. You'll love how you feel. You'll even love how you look and how you think, how you move. But this is an awesome feel. This is the new me, and I'm getting better and better every day. And I'm gonna leave this thought with you. It does not matter how old you are, how long you've been in this earth realm. If you begin to make the change, you're gonna make the change in your body. Because God does not want us to be sick. I love you, and I send love and peace and joy out to you and to everybody.